Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman with Stardew Valley 1.5 Retired Slow Play Part number 25. And we're going to take up where we left off, which we were just getting ready for day 21 of winter of year number 1. And we're getting close to the end of the first year, which the 28th is the last day. We got 6,700 in our bank, which isn't much. We just learned how to make pumpkin pie, which is something we've never learned how before. You can check that TV for recipes. You could get them in the mail. There's all kinds of ways to get recipes. Who needs something? Robin needs hardwood. And okay, 10 pieces, she said. Well, I've got 10 pieces of hardwood. It doesn't say go chop it down and then give it to her. It says just take it to her. Well, okay, I can do that. I should be able to do that. So before we do anything else, we're going to do our morning chores. So come over here, say hi to our kitty cat, give him some water. And we go into our coop, and guess what? We now have the largest deluxe coop available. And we no longer, it has an auto feeder system on it. So we no longer need to put the hay on the bench. It will be there all the time. So I'm so excited that we finally got that. Now we can have up to 12 animals in this chicken coop. And there's different kinds of animals we can have in here, and we're going to have to figure that out. So for now, I put all the eggs that I had into the chest, and then I looked and said, okay, which type of egg do I have more than 5 of? And so that's how come I selected that one egg for our the egg machine. And I'm going to go pop a duck egg in our incubator to have another duck. So that's cool. We can make our own animals once we have the first of whatever it is. If it's an egg, if it's a animal that lays eggs, we can make our own. So that's so cool. We got Clara looking pretty good here. If I can click the right button. We're going to milk Clara. We got no milk from Nanny. That's okay. Now this building has not been upgraded yet. We don't have anything remotely same universe of the amount of money that we would need. And our chest is empty. It's like, oh wow, we really need more animals in here, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Again, I decided to upgrade the chicken coop for a very specific reason having to do with the community center. So we'll get there soon. We're working on it. We want to get that community center completely done and all upgraded before the end of the second year. And I believe we're on target to do that relatively easy. I think. Maybe. We're working on it. So let's see, what are we going to do today? I was looking at my fishing rod, and again, I was thinking, we can't seem to put that bobber on there, and I think it's because our fishing rod is not the right kind. So I think we need to upgrade our fishing pole, but I really don't know. It seemed like to me that we had gotten a message from Willy once that said if you want I got a new style or something, a fishing rod. So I thought, well, maybe we should go check in with Willy and see what he was talking about, because I don't know at this point. We have a fiberglass fishing rod, which has been better than the bamboo pole we had for sure. But maybe I was like, what time does he open? He opens at 9 o'clock. So, okay, that's fine. By the time we get down there and we can scavenge around on the beach a little bit, he'll be open and we can find out what the deal is with the fishing rod. So, not sure. Robin's request. Forgot to get the hardwood for Robin. Oh, my goodness. Not very well organized on this 21st day of winter. But that's okay. So, I'm thinking, let's go down here and get what we can. Hit that right spot. And we got some mixed seeds. And what else we got? And mixed seeds and nautilus shells, which apparently they're more plentiful now that we don't need them as much. And of course, we're going to pick up our coral while we're here. There isn't always coral here. There's sometimes different things, but We got a couple pieces of coral today, and we'll take it. We need the coral. Keep saving it up. It's amazing how fast it goes once you start using it. And we're going to check in here and talk to Willy and find out what the deal is on the fishing pole. So I start looking here, and he's got the one he has that we don't have is an iridium rod, and look at the cost. Holy crap! It's $7,500. Well, we will not be upgrading our fishing rod today, but you can see the difference that it can take bait and looks like some kind of tackle. So I guess that's going to be a while. Like, oh my gosh. So maybe we should spend some time fishing today, you think? Oh, heaven's sakes. We need money and a lot of it. So even, I mean, we've got buildings to, we need to work on the barn, and we're going to need to buy animals, and we need a better fishing rod. It's like, holy Toledo, we got so much that we need to do. It's overwhelming sometimes. But if you're not concerned about, Sebastian wants something, a fire quartz. I'm like, oh, I'm not giving him my fire quartz. Even if I had any, I don't think I have any. So we're going to stop in and see a couple people. We'll say hello to Harvey, of course, because we're right here. I don't have anything to give him for a gift, but that's okay. Yeah, I know you make money in the flu season. So he talked to us 3 times. Like, okay. Thank you for speaking to us 3 times. And you watch him. He's watching us leave. He's watching us leave. He's paying attention to us, which is so nice. That's so nice. He's watching us leave. I think it's indicative of our relationship. He's watching us leave. Like, okay, there's a flower. That's okay. And I'm moving it out of the way because when I go fishing, I want to be able to see the fish that are popping into my inventory there on that top level. Oh, got some wormies. Mixed seeds is the season. Oh, what's that? An ancient doll? I've already gotten an ancient doll, so that's an extra. I don't know if I have one in my artifact chest. I don't think I do. We're going to pick up these flowers, though, because some people like flowers. At least some flowers. So let's do some fishing up here in, they called this the mountain lake. It's a lake, I guess. It's really a pond to me, but it's a lake. In this game, it's a lake. And we're going to fish for a while and see what we can find. Again, keep in mind that there are fish in the community center that you can only get in the winter, and we need to make sure that we catch them. That's very important. So we're going to work on that here in the next few days because we've only got 7 full days left of the winter season. So in the meantime, we need money so bad. So we're going to fish and fish and fish because that's a good way to get money. That's a quick way to get money. If you fish, you saw how much we get for fish sometimes. It's a significant amount of money. So we are going to keep working on it. This is what we're going to do. And what you just heard was one of my kitties. It's the one on the right. That is Elwood. I was told that if there was no pictures, it didn't happen. It does happen all the time. So I will occasionally pop a picture in of my kitties when they make themselves known. And that's exactly what just happened. They are very needy. They're long-haired Siamese, which are Balinese. And their names are Jake and Elwood. If you go back to look at that picture again, Elwood was the one on the right with the lighter face, and then it's called a lavender point, and the other one is a seal point. And they take turns being very needy and hollering at my feet, and that's exactly what happened. Is Elwood wanted to be petted. That picture that I showed is we had taken the left one, Jake, in for surgery to have his teeth removed because they were rotting out of his poor little head. And these boys had never been apart. In fact, when they were neutered, they had to be in the same cage because they were screaming at the top of their lungs. And our vet had told us that they had never heard cats cry so loud ever. And that, because I had told them, you cannot have them separated. Well, they very quickly remedied the situation. They moved the cats into the same crate. So they said they quieted right down. I said, I told you that you can't separate them. They have never been separated and they don't like it. Well, Jake had been gone for overnight, and poor Elwood was beside himself. And so when I brought him home and let him out of the carry crate, they came into my office, laid down, and put their paws side by side because they really need to be together. Now, having said that, they fight like brothers too. They get into some of the nastiest fights. There's hissing and growling and slapping and the whole thing. It's hilarious. These guys are 13 years old. I think they'll be 13 years old a couple of months from the time I'm recording this. And so they are my furry kids. I love them to death. We've had them since they were 9 weeks old. And they're pretty good health for 13-year-olds. They've been pretty pampered. In fact, one of my kids said that if they are reincarnated, they want to come back as one of the cats in my house because they are so spoiled. Thinking, yeah, that's true. They pretty are spoiled. But anyway, that was a proof that there was a kitty making a crying noise at my feet while I'm trying to record. I mean, the rest of my family, I put everything on do not disturb as much as possible. And my cats don't care about my do not disturbs. So anyway, we're back to fishing here. You can see that we're getting quite a few fish. I don't know if any of those are would needed in the community center or not. I can't remember, but we're getting fish, and that's good. We need fish for money. We only have 67 in the bank, and we need more, lots of money. I mean, we just found out we need just 7,500 for a daggone iridium quality fishing pole, which, you know, the better pole that we have and the better, you know, more bait and tackle, the better chance we are going to have of catching those high-end fish. You've seen how some of them jump like crazy. They jump up and down. But if our green bar is bigger and all those things that I just mentioned would increase that, we have a better chance of catching more high-end fish. And we need them. So, plus the more high-end fish, if we don't need them for the community center, that's more money in our pocket, and we need more money. So we need another income source, and fishing is one of them. Look at this fish. Look at this. Jumping up and down and up, and I didn't have a chance. I did not have a chance at catching that fish. So we need a better fishing rod. And this is one way to get it, is fishing. So obviously our animals that we have and that we're raising are giving us products that we can process to make money, and the fruits and vegetables that we grew the other 3 months out of the 3 seasons out of the year is going to help us get money. But fishing is another way, and I complain about it a lot because it's so stinking annoying, but it is a good money maker. So anyway, we're going to get there. Don't worry. I'll stop complaining someday. In the meantime, let's fish for a while, shall we? And see what we can find. See what we can get. How much money we can get from all these fish. And we'll find out in the morning after we sleep. I'm getting a lot of perch from this lake. This is called, again, this is the mountain lake because it's near the mountains and it's a lake. Oh, I hate it when I do that. What happens is I have a twitchy index finger, and if I lay it on the mouse button that I need to click whenever it says hit, sometimes it triggers the button by itself. I didn't mean to, and when it did, before it was ready for me to pull a fish out, it pulls my bobber out of the water, and I lose the bait. So that makes me so mad when I do that. We're catching wonderful green algae. It's like, let's just eat it. We need to get our energy up a little tiny bit, and it does. A whole 13, so that's okay. We'll take it. See what we can get in our relaxing fishing. So relaxing. Except when we get a hard fish and then it's not. It's the opposite of relaxing. It's stress. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's an easy enough one. Oh, this one's got a treasure chest. Are we going to be greedy? Yes, we are. We want both. It's an easy fish, and hopefully we'll get something good out of the treasure chest. You can get some really great stuff in treasure chests. So, let's see what we get. And we got a bullhead. Good. And we got a piece of bait and a geode. We'll take it. Sure, why not? That was we didn't have any bait on our rod. Oh my gosh. Well, now we got a little bit of bait on our rod. Maybe we'll get something for it. We'll see. At this point, we don't care. We're just fishing for the money. Show me the money. And hang on there, buddy. Hang on there. He's not too hard right now. Got it. What is it? Largemouth bass. And a pretty decent one. That's good. Again, the stars on the bottom are your quality. The gold is the next to the highest. I think iridium quality is the highest. And but the gold stars are good because that gives us more money. And here comes Sebastian wandering around. A lot of the younger players tend to like Sebastian as a spouse. I don't know. Because I'm a senior, all these it kind of makes me feel guilty to even be thinking about. I mean, who is it? Sam that rides a skateboard? I can't relate to that in any way, shape, or form. I cannot relate to a spouse that rides a skateboard because I'm way too old. That doesn't make sense to me. Harvey is the only one, and that is why that I generally choose Harvey, because he's the only one who is marginally mature. I wish he had gray hair, but none of the gray-haired people in the village are available to marry. So, you know, whatever. So I'm looking over the fish that I have and trying to make sure I have the highest quality of each of the ones that I just caught. And that bullhead. Do we have a bullhead? We have a wood skip. I don't think we have a bullhead. Also looking to see if any of them need to go to the community center too. Not sure here. Well, I think I got everything I need to put things away. I've got too many fish. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm going to have to narrow it down. I don't really want to have 2 chests of fish yet. We're getting close to needing that, but yes, I'm reorganizing. So I don't know. For now, oh yeah, I thought put the coral away. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, we've got 29 coral total. And we're going to be using that up. And eventually we're going to move that coral to the resource box because that's we're going to be crafting with that big time. Probably at least by spring we'll be needing that. So anyway, get rid of the stuff that we absolutely do not need and put these things up here where I can see them. So it helps me. It's like, okay, I need to go by here and put this in there. I need to go by there and put that in there. Wrong box. And there's no room. It's like, oh my gosh. What are we going to do? So right now I'm looking for duplicates. I'm thinking, do I have extras of ones? And I'm just not aware. Like I do have 2 albacores. I had iridium quality albacore, so we're going to go get rid of the gold star. So again, iridium is the highest quality. We're not getting a whole lot of those yet, but we will eventually. All right. So now we've got everything put away. It's only 8:40. We're going to take some of our wood and some of our coal, and we're going to continue to make the bars. That's a never-ending thing that you will be doing. Never-ending. If you want to craft your own stuff, because you need the bars for that. So obviously I do, and I will. Alrighty dighty. Anything else? Did I forget anything else? Oh yeah. I forgot that we had gotten a whole bunch of bug meat. And so I used everything but one because I want to keep the one bug meat in there. And I'm going to craft a whole bunch of bait. So you hold your right mouse button and it just right through it. So that gave us, what, how much? 90 bait. Now the other thing we need bait for is our crab pots, which you've sadly neglected. You have to get close enough to where it turns, you can see how it pops the lid open real quick, and you can tell that it's been baited if the stripes on it have little red things. It's super hard to see at night. I'm sorry I'm not showing you that in the daytime, but I took what bait that I had in my hand already, and I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of it on my fishing rod. So now we have 86 bait on our fishing rod. So put away our fishing rod. Night fishing rod, because we're going to be using that for a little while until we get enough money to go buy the next one. So anyway, that's what I was doing while I had a little more time. But now I went to bed. Yay! Fishing it up. We can now make a cork bobber and a treasure hunter, which I have no idea what that is, but isn't that cool? So our fishing has gone up a lot. Look at all that fish. We got plenty, our normal amount between the cheese that we got and the mayonnaise, but we even got almost as much fishing. So look at all that. So that was a good use of our time. The albacore gave us 140 by itself. So $26.94 increase on our money that we desperately need so much of. And $9,300, thank you very much. So that was a very good use of our time. Living off the land, something we don't know. No, we know what those are called, wormy things. So we're calling them wormy things. I don't care what you call them. All right, so it's snowing on this beautiful 22nd day of winter. And we've only got 6 more days left of the season. And we're going to run around, say hello to everyone. Daffy's, look at the amount of hearts. Tyra is 1 month old. Tyra is old enough now to start giving us eggs. So we can't wait for our next egg. Very excited about that. Hi, Lucy. Lucy was our first pet. Have a good place in our heart for little Lucy. And again, I forgot that we don't need... We've got the highest upgraded coop there is available. So we don't have to ever go back to that thing and put more hay on the bench. It will happen automatically. So that is wonderful news. I'm very excited about that. I can't wait until we can afford to upgrade this one. So for now, we got to remember to go up there and get the hay. There's our lovely Clara, which was our second animal on the farm, and our lovely nanny with 1.5 stars. We love our goats. And we got some goat milk today, so that's awesome. Don't forget to fill the bench with hay. And we can have up to 8 animals in this building. In our chicken coop, we can have up to 12. So making very good progress on that. Yeah, put away our stuff we don't need. We've got a couple of geodes. We've got put away our cheese and our mayonnaise. Again, I'm looking at the things that I can craft. And remember, we got a new crafting recipe of a bobber, the cork bobber. It increases the size of your fishing bar, and that's why I like it so much. I also almost forgot about the 10 pieces of hardwood that Robin wants. Oh my gosh, so many things to do in so little time. How are we ever going to get all this done? Oh my heavens. There's our fiberglass rod, which we can't put tackle on apparently. And we do have enough to increase it to buy the next one up, but not sure what to do. I'm thinking about it as I'm sitting here looking at this screen. Thinking what to do, what to do, what to do. And that's a fishing tackle. Fishing tackle. Again, I'm not a fisher. I'm not a fish woman. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a bobber, if I can remember what I just looked at. So there we go. Okay, so now I've got a bobber and the hardwood for Robin. So many things to do, so little time. Okay, and we also got 2 geodes if we want to stop by Clint's. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking about it and I'm not sure what to do. Hello, Penny. And I should be saying hello to people. I should be working on those relationships. Should. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go see Willy. And maybe pick up Nautilus shell while we're at it. That's worth some moolah, right? So, fish don't escape while collecting treasure. Okay. And again, I'm looking at that going, man, that's going to take most of the money that we have right now. Should we do it? And we did. We coughed off the money, and I saw that he would buy that, and I was like, oh, good. I'll just sell it to you right now because I'm broke already. It's like, oh my gosh. Whew, that was a big expenditure. That is the second highest, most expensive. Now let's see, I can have bait and a bobber on my fishing rod. So while it is a very expensive expenditure, we need to be as good at fishing as we can be, and the best equipment that we can get to catch some of these fish that we need for the community center. And we've got some for the winter time that we haven't caught yet that we need. So I'm just trying to give myself the best possible chance to get those fish that we need, because I do want to make sure that we finish the community center before the end of the second year. That's very important for a reason that you will see. So again, I'm trying not to do too many spoilers. There's certain things that are so cool to see the first time. And I want to run over and say hello to Penny. Hi, how you doing? I need to work on a relationship, and we need to give her this wood. Give her 10 pieces of wood. Journal. All right, it was the right person, the right item. So what did she pay us for that? 500. Man, do we need that? Whew, thank you so much, Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're back up to 2,500 is all we have. Poor little us. It's like, all right, let's check this out. Is our green bar bigger? In theory, it should be. It is bigger. Look at that. It's quite a bit bigger. So that is going to help us get fish easier, especially the hard ones. So that was like, whew, okay, good. That was a good expenditure. And yeah, we got a chub and a treasure chest with wild bait and copper. And just fish, 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 fish. We need the money so bad. We really should be working on our relationships, but at the same time, we need to fish and we need the money. You saw what we got, 2,100 for the fish that we caught yesterday. And you can see that green bar is quite a bit bigger now. Between the size of the rod that we got and the cork bobber that makes it slightly bigger. That's why I like that. And I still lost the fish and the bait. I still like that cork bobber. You can put different tackle on your rod, but I like that one because it gives that slight edge of making that bar bigger, and that helps me out on the harder fish. I have a better chance of catching some of the harder fish. Not a guarantee. There's no such thing as a guarantee, but it does help. So anyway, that I'm reeling from spending $7,500 for a fishing rod, but it was necessary. Yes, it was necessary. So it'll help us get more money. It's going to help all kinds of things. So we were going to keep at it. Absolutely keep at it. Now let's see what we get. Again, you also get treasure chests, and you can get some pretty rare items in those treasure chests. I have in the past, so I'm hoping for that. We'll watch for it as we go along. Yeah, let's see. Some of these are obviously an easy, common fish. Perfect. It says it's a perch, and look at that, normal quality. Why does it matter if it says perfect if it's a normal quality? Uh-oh, here's a toughie. Oh, we lost that one. Daggone it. It's like, okay, let's put this stuff down here so I can see what I'm getting. Sometimes like, okay, take a break. Okay, give myself a break. I'm gonna eat my algae. Take a break, eat all my algae, and go fishing again. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm energized with my energy. So let's do it. Give us a fish that we can catch. It's hard. And this one's an easy, it's an easy one. We'll take it. We'll take any fish, any and all fish. And it's a bullhead. Let's see what else we can find. I got a quick hit there. So let's see. That looks like a pretty easy one. It's perfect, whatever it says. And it is another bullhead. And it wasn't even a high quality one. What the heck? What the heck? Oh boy. Daggone it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stay on there. I know this is going to be a difficult... Oh, no. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Slow down. Daggone thing. Ugh. Ugh. Urgh. Oh, that makes me so mad. That's not relaxing. That's very, very stressful. It was stressful when I did it. It was stressful watching it. Oh my gosh. Ugh. And we got junk. Junk. Algae and a broken disc. Just junk. I don't want junk. Come on. There's a tough fish. Come on. Come on. Oh, slow down a little bit. Just give me a little break, guy. Give me a little break. Let me catch you. Don't you want me to catch you? Do you want to hang out in this lake forever? The rest of your life? I mean, really, who would? Stay on there, buddy. Stay on there. Come on. Come on. Stay on there. Stay on there. Let me catch you, whatever you are. Got it. Got it. And it's a linked. A linked is a very difficult fish to catch. I don't know if we need it for the community center. I don't think we do. But keep in mind that someday we're going to pop that in our shipping bin. Oh my gosh, here's another hard one. Oh my goodness. My heart rate is not happy. And we didn't catch him, but that's okay. Take a break, kind of break them, let's take a break and get rid of our stuff. That's what I'm doing. It's like, okay, I had 2 tough fish in a row. That wasn't relaxing. Let's get rid of our junk and eat some algae. And then we can take a breath and try again. And here's one that's kind of, looks like it's in between, not too difficult, so we should be able to catch this one, whatever it is. And it's a largemouth bass, so okay. And they're worth more, the harder fish are worth more, so that's good. So I'm glad we're catching them. And let's see what we got. And this one's a pretty easy one, so that's okay. A bullhead. Got quite a few bullhead. I mean, there's 3 gold star ones right there. That's good. We can sell those for quite a bit. We'll take it. We'll take it. Get out of the way, bird. I don't want to miss my fish, even though it's an easy one. And it's a chub. That's fine. Anything's fine. I don't care. As long as I don't lose my bait and the fish. It makes me mad. And those bobbers get used up too. So that's something to keep in mind. The next time we look at the fishing rod itself, it shows you how much you've used of your bobber. Ugh. Or your tackle, I guess. Oh, come on. This is a tough fish. Yeah. Not good. We lost that one. So keep in mind that, it's not a forever thing. It's just like the bait. We're going to use up the bait. We're going to use up the tackle as well. So, we can put other tackle on, or we can make some. Because I really do like the bobber tackle, I'll generally, when I go fishing, if I have one that's almost gone, I'll bring a second one with me so I can reattach it. And I accidentally clicked, just so it's like almost no cast whatsoever. We still got a fish out of it. I mean, we probably should be getting a fish out of it. This one looks pretty easy, but it kind of cracked me up. I didn't mean to click, and I did. And I got a perch. That's better than trash, right? Absolutely. So, anyway, we're just getting money. That's what the purpose. Oh boy, I have another difficult one. Stay on my green bar. You stay on my green bar. Stay there, stay there. You know you love this good bait that I brought you. All right. And it's a sturgeon. Now, a sturgeon is another fish that we need for the community center. So we'll just run over there to the community center and drop that baby off. It's like, yes. And I don't know how many more we need that are winter ones, but we really need to check this because we don't want the winter to go by, because what that would mean is that we would have to wait until next winter to finish the community center. And my plan is to finish it by fall. So the lake fishing, there we go. And we got a fishing bundle complete. Yes, that's awesome. And what do we get for our prize? We got a dressed spinner. It's a fishing tackle. So, okay. So we're going to have to look at this and see what we need to catch in the winter and make sure that we do. I mean, we could just let it go and not worry about it, but I don't want to get to that point. I'm looking here at my various tackles. I currently have a bobber. That tackle, it increases the bite rate. So when that bobber is used up, I may use that. I don't know. Right now I'm like, okay, maybe we should continue fishing. So one thing that I did is I kind of did some research on the fish that we need to catch before the winter is over. And I figured out, where are they, so that I can make sure that I'm catching them and where they are located. So I'm not crazy going to level 20. There is, if you can see, there's water here. I mean, we kind of skipped through it when we were going down to the mine, but there's a fish here that we need to catch. It's in the mine level. I think it's level 20 and level 40 has ponds or whatever, lakes or something, whatever they call them. And so we need to catch the fish that are in them. So I thought, all right, we need to go in there and get them. And what I did is I made a list. I need to catch these however many fish there were in the wintertime. And one of them was a ghost fish. My tackle is worn out, and I caught the fish that I was looking to catch. So I was like, okay, good. I'm glad. So again, fish are located in specific locations. And if you want to finish the community center and it's important to you, I have a goal of having it finished before, hopefully by the end of fall of the second year. But I would like to finish the fish that I need for, I guess I already talked to her today, the fish that I need caught in the winter in specific locations. I looked it up to make sure, because it's important to me that I finish the community center by the end of next year. So I caught a ghost fish, which is a specialty fish. And you're going to see it where I put it in the fish tank. Has a bundle called specialty fish, I think. Specialty fish bundle. And you can see there's two more that I need. I need a sandfish and a pufferfish. And so I had made a list of where those are located and how I can get them and when I can get them. So that's what I'll be focusing on in the next few seasons, is making sure that I've caught those fish. So we'll get them. It's no big deal. It's just I wanted to make sure, and I knew about the ghost fish was in the thing there. Okay, tomorrow's Leah's birthday. Are we going to forget again? Probably. Hopefully not. So anyway, that was a good fishing day. Again, part of the reason that I got that iridium rod was because I wanted to make sure that I caught the tougher fish. And it's a little easier with the iridium rod, even though it costs a small fortune of our very, very small fortune. And in bait and I like using bait, and I like using the cork bobber on it. So anyway, we're in much better shape. I realized that it's time I had to move the coral out of the fish tank or the fish chest. And I'm again looking at the quality and making sure I have highest quality. The chub, I didn't, so I went ahead and put that gold star one on there. And largemouth bass, we've got a better quality now. We can sell that one. The bullhead, I already had a gold star. And the chub. So we got quite a few fish that we can sell today. I'm going to go ahead and keep that wild bait for now. I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 fishing rods in there for now. Now I'm going to start putting the coral in the resource container, because it's going to be something I will be using for crafting. So I've moved it, and they gave us more room in our fish thing. It's like, okay, now I don't have room. How frustrating. So I decided to go ahead and dump the 2 Nautilus plain ones. I mean, I don't know that we need them for any kind of crafting or anything, so I just tried to make room, basically. So I also see that our cranberries are ready, and we're getting a little bit low on our cranberries. So that's okay. We can use other things, but I like cranberries because they're worth 200 per jar. So right now, that's 800 bucks right there that we're going to be able to get overnight. So we'll toss that in there. So between that and the fish, hopefully we'll have a pretty good haul overnight, if you will forgive the pun. Totally unintended. So just kind of looking at my stuff and still looking about that skull key. I mean, I just think we just haven't come across whatever it is we need for it. That was the key to the sewers, I think, is what we were looking at. And just kind of gone over to my stuff. Yeah, we had to sell so much of our spring and summer produce. It would have been nice if we could have saved more of it to process it, but you know, it is what it is. You know, we had to sell it to make some expensive purchases. Got ourselves another orange, so that's so cool that we're getting oranges in our bat cave. We don't have any orange trees yet, so we're getting oranges. That's awesome. That's our 3rd orange. And actually, each orange that we've got has been a different quality. Isn't that funny? So we got regular and medium and orange, you know, the gold star quality, and then there's iridium after that. But I thought that was pretty amusing that we were getting oranges. And good that we're getting oranges. I decided to move the blueberries to, I think I mistakenly put them there. I think I was putting fruits in there to start off with. What I'm doing is kind of rearranging, because the summertime you get melons, and in the, so I'm moving them to the summertime box, chest. I'm sorry, I'm not saying it right. Because that's a product that we grow in the summertime. And so there's some of these things are, you know, we're going to be growing them year round in the greenhouse, but some of them are specific for spring, summer, and fall. So that's what I was doing. I was kind of rearranging some things just a little bit that made better sense to me. And, you know, it'll make much more sense later on when I start, I was like, what am I going to make? Yeah, I'll make iron ore. When I get the sheds set up, because that's gonna, it all makes better sense when I have it organized the way I eventually really want it to be. So anyway, just kind of removing things around, and things are not really where I mean, I've got the fall box over by the front door, and I've got the spring and summer box on the other side, and you know, we'll get those chests moved around. So let's see what we got. Our efforts for the day were 3,100. Look at that. Yay, we needed that so bad. So that was a good time spent. Our time was well spent, so we needed that $3,100, 3,100 gold, I guess is what it says. G, I don't think it ever says. So that's going to take us up to 5,600, which is very necessary. We needed that. No recipes or anything for the day, so that's good. And it's snowing again. Get our buckets and stuff and ready, and let's see what we got for the keg. And it's like, what the heck am I doing? I only need one. There's so many different things we can put in there, but I decided to go with the cranberries. I think that price-wise or profit-wise, you get the most from your cranberries, and that's why I've been doing the jellies all winter long. You can see I've been doing jellies and wines. So, hello, Tyra, you sweet thing, you. We love you. Welcome to the family. And I love all of our little chickens and our duck. And we've got something, I think we have another duck coming in the incubator. So, the farm animals are fun to me. I really enjoy them. Some I like more than others, and you'll see me, you know, some of them I get them and then I get rid of them after I don't need them anymore, and that's okay. So we're going to pop the egg in there. And we're going to go over and check on our barn. Hello, guys. How you doing? Clara keeping little baby Nanny happy. Nanny's 1 month old now. And has no milk for us, unfortunately. And we're going to fill the bench up with hay and just keep that going. And keep in mind, in this, you only need to do this one season out of the year. The other 3 seasons you can feed them grass if you choose. Some people don't, but I do. I prefer to feed them fresh grass, and I will get their area set up here not too long. We've only got 5 days left of the winter. That's it. It's like, oh my gosh, winter is getting away from us. It's just awful. Help. As you can see, we got a piece of trash in one of our crab pots, and if I can get to it, which I've got it in a terrible spot, I can put the trash in the recycle bin, and that'll give us something. So again, each piece of trash gives you something different. So I picked up my oak resin, which I'm going to keep keeping. I've got 5 of those, and we're going to need those coming up here in just a few days. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the season is almost over. We've got so much to do in the next 5 days. It's crazy. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, I know you're not going to believe this, but I remembered that it was Leah's birthday, I do believe. So we are going to run down and see Leah. But before we do that, since we're heading down south, wouldn't it make sense for us to take our sword with us and go into the super secret forest? So that's what we're going to do, is get our axe and our sword and go down and get our hardwood. As you saw, we need hardwood. Every once in a while, Jody asks for it as a quest item, and we need it for our fences that we're going to be building very, very soon. So we need more. We're going to go get more. And you can only get, 14 to 17 pieces a day is what we've been getting. So anyway, oh, there's another flower there. Again, it really is important, if we can, to give gifts on people's birthdays, and preferably something they at least like. Well, it's locked. I can't get in to see Leah. It's like, okay, how can I see her? Because I thought that's where she was inside her house, but she's not a good enough friend for us to open the door. It's private houses are like that. If you're not a good enough friend, you can't get in. So anyway, instead we're going to run over here to the super secret forest and get some hardwood. If I can get past the bushes and trees. And I feel bad. I don't think we've been here for a few days. Like, what the heck? Let's do the job here. And so I was trying to pull them out. It's like, come on. And I keep trying to get them together, and they keep separating. Dude. He hurt me. Boo. I don't like you. And now you're gone. And let's see what we get. Oh, we got a secret note and 2 hardwood. A secret note. How cool is that? Yeah, really. Let's get this reorganized. I was disorganized. Too much stuff up there. And let's see here. Let's read the note. Oh, it's saying you can look at things. It's telling you which trash cans that you should go check out. Which makes sense. Tells you which ones has some good stuff. So that was a good tip. Again, you can go back and read these notes later. In your if you pull up your character sheet, there's a place for looking at notes. So all right, back to our job. There's 3. Yes. And there was 3 more. Oh my goodness, we're on a roll. 2 more. Well, we got a whole bunch of these nasty things. Probably be best to use a sword on them. Oh my goodness. Much easier. And let's check the wormy thing. Nothing of use. And kill more of these daggone slimes. Don't slime me. You hurted me. I don't like that. I see you hiding back there. Not for long. My wonderful sword. I've had this sword for quite a while. So that's a wonderful sword. It does a really good job on these creatures. Even did a halfway decent job on those and that weird cave in the quarry, those skeleton-y things, it did a decent job. I mean, we had to have food with us, but still, it did a pretty good job. So it's about the best sword. It is the best sword that we've had so far. So we're just going to keep using it. And we're going to kill this slime right here, hiding behind that bush. I couldn't get to him, so I came around the other side. Like, you are not long for this world. And we got another dwarf skull that we've already gotten. I don't know. I think there's... I can't remember if there's 4 or 5. And I know that last one is always hard for people to get. Oh, a slime. Ooh, 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 ooh. So we're going to end up with 15 hardwood on this trip, so we'll take it. Our inventory is almost completely full. I have to do something about that. And I wonder if we're going to be able to find Leah. I hope so. I've seen her around town. Oh, hi, Jazz. I hope that doesn't make her mad that she misses her jump rope every time I say hello to her, but she's just right there. I guess our inventory wasn't completely full, it just looked like it. And I was trying to make a decision if I was going to go ahead and go to town with this completely full inventory, if I was going to stop by the farm and drop some stuff off. So it just depends on what we end up doing the rest of the day, but that was my decision for that moment, is to get rid of this stuff. Got too much stuff. Good stuff, not bad stuff. And winter foraging items seems to be very plentiful. You can see all the stuff that we've collected this winter and is not even over yet. And I don't know why I'm still saving mahogany seeds. I have no idea. I have to see what these trees look like in the spring, summer, and decide if I'm going to plant more of them. I do plant trees on my farm in strategic locations for decoration. So it's like checking it out. Okay, that's the gems and that's the artifacts. So the scrolls need to be in there. It's like, oh, I should have moved them to begin with. That's okay. We'll move them now. So we have so far found 3 different scrolls, and we're going to go ahead and pop them in there. You know, they're only worth 1 gold if you sell them, and I don't know. I don't know if they're ever used for anything else. There's some more advanced stuff in the game that we'll get to eventually that may use them, but I don't know. We'll find out. No stress. We're doing our job as our little hoarder person. So trying to get there, and that's little spot of snow is holding me up there. And let's stop by Clint real quick. I think we've got a couple of geodes he can pop for us. You never know when you're going to get something good. Occasionally you do. Process those geodes, Clint, old buddy. See what you give us. Clay. Okay, whatever. And some coal. Coal is, you know, it's a necessary thing that we need for making the bars, so we'll take it. Hey, Sam, how you doing? Good to see you too. And Penny. Hi, Penny. She stays indoors as much as possible, and here she is sitting on a bridge. Okay, bats. Clint will give us money for killing bats. And the squid, yeah. I know we've caught a few squid, but not a bunch. I decided to go ahead and accept that quest from Clint. I do not know if we will get that many, but we'll give it a try. If we do, then we get money, so it's okay. And if we don't, it's no big deal. It's not the end of the universe. So I'm kind of looking around for different people. Say hi to Gus here. We always forget to say hi to Gus. Do you think he would like this? Yes, he does. Oh, thankfully he does. Again, we are really suffering in our relationship situation. Definitely need to work on that in year 2. I need to get a plan, get a routine, and go talk to people more. Yeah, it's locked. Seriously? I can't go in? Sam wants a midnight carp. I've never caught one before, so I think I'm going to skip that one. I don't even know where they are. Boy, there's everybody. Look at all these people. Look at all this. Hi, Lewis. Hey, Lewis, do you want a flower? You want something? How about that? Oh no. Oh, why? Why did Holly make him sick? Oh my gosh. There's Emily. Hi, Emily. Afraid to give you something that you might not like it. Hi, Pierre. We really got to work on our relationship with Pierre, because they don't even know if we have a star yet. It's like, oh goodness. Oh my goodness. 50 bats, huh? Well, that's gonna take some work. I was kind of waiting around. I was thinking, well, maybe I could wait for people to come in and say hi to them. There's no kids on the side over there. Emily, we already know her. We already said hi to her today. And Pam. Hi, Pam. We can count on her to show up at the bar after work. She's the resident alcoholic in town. Is that Leah? Yeah, that was Leah. It's Leah's birthday. Leah likes hazelnuts. I had to look it up, so I cheated a little bit. So that's really going to help our relationship. Now we have 3 hearts with Leah, so that's good. Kind of scrolling down and looking at where we're at. Hopefully everybody's got at least 1 heart. Oh, I hope so. Pierre was the only one who didn't. He still doesn't have it. Oh my gosh. Ah, Pierre. Oh my gosh, Pierre. It's because he's behind that counter and I never see him out and about around town. So I never give him gifts. It's like, oh my gosh. How sad is that? So I was kind of waiting to see who was going to show up in the bar. And here's Shane. Shane doesn't like us still, I think. Yeah, go away. He still doesn't like us in any way, shape, or form. And we can go talk to Evelyn and George. You know, she's so sweet. She is just so sweet. And he is the opposite of sweet. Every day's a gloomy day to you, George. We need to work on George. And Alex. Oh, he wants me to go tell Haley. He says hi. Well, how about that? I saw Willy pop in. We'll say hi to him. Hey, Willy, how you doing? So I was just kind of waiting around to see who popped into the bar. I mean, I don't know what time the bar closes, but all kinds of people come in here, and I don't know who for sure. It's like, okay, how long am I going to stand here? I don't see anybody coming. And that's Jody. Hey, Jody. Wonder if she would like one of these. She did. Oh, good. I'm so glad she liked it. How about Marnie? Would you like this, Marnie? Oh, good. She liked it too. Oh my gosh. It's such a risk. Because if you don't know for sure, you think they like it and then they don't, and then it doesn't help your relationship. It's like, oh man, what a bummer. So we did some good socializing there a little bit. And it looks like it's only 7:30, so we can process some more of our ore. So we'll do that and put our resources away. And then I got an idea. That's dangerous, I know. It is 7:50 at night. And I'm thinking that maybe what we should do is go mine for a little while. Because we can get to the mine really quickly. And even though it's 7:50, it's like, yeah, we could do a little bit. And let's make a bomb. We made 1 bomb, but the wrong amount of stuff. So we got 2 bombs now. I've got food. We can go there really quick. I really don't need that good of food for where we're going, but so I thought anyway, let's go check it out. Last time we picked up over 100 copper ore in just a few minutes. So I thought, well, let's try to do that with the iron ore. I know it's going to take longer, but we also need the bug bait. Am I saying it right? Bug meat for the bait. So I thought, yeah, let's check it out. And we get onto a level that's infested, and it's got these daggone skull things. I guess it only happens after you've made it to the bottom of the mine, or maybe it only happens after you go into that other side, that little place by the quarry. A prehistoric skull, huh? That's a new artifact we haven't had before. So anyway, we got this level. It's not what I was looking for at all, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get something useful out of here. We did get a useful thing. We got some a prehistoric skull, which we need for Gunther anyway. So hopefully I can slide up here and kill whatever's here and go down to the next level. It's like I don't want to be on this level. These guys are hurting me. It's like, what the heck? These are like gray colored slimes, I think. They're tougher than the other ones. I don't like them at all. Look at that. Those two guys and the skull, between them, took at least half my health. Now more than half my health. I'm like, really? That wasn't cool. That wasn't what I was planning for my short little jaunt down to the mine. I just want some stuff, guys. So I went ahead and ate my Autumn's Bounty, which gave me 79 health and 26 energy and got me back up to square one. So that's a good item to have. It was free. We got it as a reward, and I don't know if we can make that one yet. There's other things that are considered better foods for the mine. So anyway, it's what we got. It was free, and in the meantime, we're getting some bugs. It's like, come on. I want the ore. And I thought I started at 40. I did not. I started at 20. So, sorry. We're getting some bugs, though. Bug meat, bug meat, bug meat. And go ahead and kill these guys. Sometimes those guys give bug meat. In this case, he gave me stairs. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll take it. We'll take it. It's 11 o'clock. It's like, oh my gosh, this is not working out the way I planned because we got hung up on that level. But there's some bugs here that we can run up here and get. That's good. And one after us, sure. Take that. Yeah, there's some copper. I mean, we're doing pretty good on copper. Whoop, bug. Bug alert. Bug dead. Bug meat in backpack. We're good. Well, this jaunt is not ending up how I planned it at all. And now it's midnight already. It's like, oh, really? All right, let's go home. Call it a day. And our trusty minecart will get us to the bus stop in no time. 0 time. It took, 1 second. So we're good. I hated to waste that food. I mean, look at the buffs that we got up there. It's got defense and whatever the other for it. I don't know what the other one is. But, I hated to waste that. At the same time, I really shouldn't have gone to the mine. That was not a good use of my resources, meaning my time and my food. But I did get something that I can take to Gunther, and that is a good thing. Anytime we can get something for Gunther is a good thing. We want to get that museum filled up. Again, I always put my hoe back in there in case I leave town or leave the farm. I always want to have it with me. And we got 27 of the quartz, which we can refine. And we can go see Gunther and take him that nasty, ugly skull. And that's going to be it for today. Both in the real world and the game world. So thank you for following me along on this journey. Your likes and comments are more than welcome. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel. It makes YouTube like me better and it makes me feel liked. And the most important thing is I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.